how do privateers still go racing if their family didn't strike it rich? The majority of privateers fall in the category of MXA test rider, Brian Medeiros. He has a Monday through Friday day job. Every penny he has, he dumps into racing. But let's be honest, these riders don't make enough money to pay for an $8,500 bike that needs another $8,000 in suspension and engine work. That doesn't include the cost of travel, a practice bike, bike maintenance, fuel and gate fees, and the list goes on and on. This is where guys like Tony Pasha Pantera from Pasha Racing comes in to help hard-working riders like Brian live the dream. Pasha doesn't own a Fortune 500 company or inherited buku bucks from long-lost relatives. He's just a hard-working, blue-collar worker that loves seeing kids live their dream. Guys like Tony are rare. With Pasha Racing bringing the money to the table for a new YZ250F, we help move the pieces to get Brian a competitive bike for the 2018 Outdoor Nationals. We enlisted Pro Circuit to hot rod the engine and bones baked the massaged already good Kayaba components. Did we mention Brian is the size of a jockey? He is 5 foot 5 inches tall and 130 pounds soaking wet. To get him comfortable with his chassis, his YZ250F had to be brought to the chop shop. We took the bike over to Metal Tech to get it fitted for Brian. They ended up chopping the subframe 10 millimeters and lengthening the teeth on the foot pegs. This gave Brian more clearance. The seat would always hit him in the butt when the shock was rebounding back. Bones Bacon took the all-around good Kayaba SSS forks and made them set up for Brian. He also installed the Pro Circuit 1.5 millimeter longer link arm. This also lowered the rear end for Brian even more. To keep the radiators and frame from damage, Works Connection radiator braces and a tightened plastic skid plate were used. As far as the engine, Pro Circuit went the whole 9 yards of Brian's engine to be competitive with the home run hitters, where the YZ250F engine lacks power for a pro rider's top end. So this engine was focused on beefing up the top end and letting the engine rev further with the help of a GET ignition. Small riders felt right at home on Brian's bike. They were lowered to the ground in corners, giving them more confidence. The taller Metal Tech pegs gave the riders more leverage from front to rear, helping them maneuver the bike easier. Bones set the Kayaba components up to be plush over chop, then gradually got stiffer for the harder hits of jockey-sized pros. The bike settled in the rear better and stayed in the sweet spot of the stroke, having a planted feel on the entrance of corners. The engine was deceivingly fast. It didn't have any hard hits. It was a stream of smooth, consistent power that worked well with the suspension. With the increase mid to top, testers were able to ride the bike at a lower RPM range, which allowed the chassis and suspension to have a more free feeling. With the stock YZ250F engine signing off early, testers said the Pro Circuit's package revved much further, making the next shift in the sweet spot of the RPM range. Look for this test in the future issue of Motocross Action magazine. And as always, go to motocrossactionmag.com for all the 2018 updates, news, and product reviews. If you want to see more motocross action videos, here's your chance to catch up.